How do we celebrate January 6th?
I was going to ask you, because we watched it, right? And I was like, clearly somebody gonna do something. What they broke into. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait, nobody got shot. Right, there is nobody shot. Wait, hold on. Like, we watched it, like, expecting something to happen. Nothing has happened. The president that actually inspired the insurrection got nominated to be Speaker of the House. He's still free.
Yeah. I don't like the thing with January 6th is that don't ever tell me that the police cannot show resilience in the face of imminent threats. The fact that there was only one protester killed, we could argue that's sad, but I would still say that the fact that only one person died, if you give me the same scenario, black people running up in anything. How soon to the police open fire?
Immediately. I don't even think there's questions asked.
Do we even get out the parking lot? Do we even get to make our signs?
We get to make our signs in the back seat. So we got our signs. We ready, But it's and police officers lost their lives, which is another thing that, we know about the hypocrisy of this moment is that blue lives don't matter when blue lives are protecting democracy. Apparently blue lives only matter when they're protecting your gun rights or when they are bashing the head in of a unarmed black person, or shooting an unarmed black person in the back. That's when or putting a knee on a black person. That's when blue lives matter, when you're Kyle Rittenhouse and the cops don't, so blue lives matter when, when they're being racist.
Yeah, it's a weird day because I make eye contact with white people out on the street. I don't know whether or not to wish them a happy January 6th. What do you do? What do you do? I want to respect your. I want to respect your holiday. I say happy Hanukkah to all the other. Happy uprising.
Oh my God! What percentage of America? Because I think we should have this conversation. We do this thing. Where there's like this when we talk about white people. Of course, we're not talking about individual human beings. We're talking about a power structure and a system that, unfortunately, individual human beings participate in and are okay with, right? So you're complicit, your silence is acquiescence. So if you are in this power structure called whiteness and you aren't fighting against it every day, you are part of the problem. I'm going to say that with my full chest. That said, what percentage of Americans do you think were disgusted by what they saw? This is the anniversary of January 6th. We're going to kick off talking about that, not the mess that is Congress, because I think that's also a distraction.
To answer your question, the percentage of Americans that were disgusted by the occurrences of January 6th, I would simply ask you, well, how many votes did Trump get? And I think that's your number.
Wow.
What was that margin? 70, even though there was some, was it 70, 73 million,
70, I think it was 71 million. 71 million was the last one. They got 68 million against Hillary, and then he got more the second time he ran.
Okay, so let's just say Trump got 70 million votes. There's 300 million people in this country, so that round out to about a fourth, and you had to add the people who didn't vote, couldn't vote. So I'd say about a good.
Oh, I'm sorry, Smith corrected me. 74 million.
Okay.
74 million. So
I would argue that at least a third of this country was okay with what happened.
Oh.
I'm not going to go all out and say it was half, because there's still some conservatives that are like the more Reagan era. They just go, that ain't how you tear apart people. You got to sprinkle the crack in the community. Guys, we got to get some order in here. I think that the fact that there is no degree of real outrage. I think, the other thing about January 6th that's important to point out too, it was a couple brothers there too. What's the brother name who got the most shit? He was like one of the first ones convicted.
The Proud Boys guy.
That was a black dude, January 6th.
I'm typing it up.
It was a black dude, and is it? Yeah,
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah,
let's see. What was his name? 55 months. Joshua Pruitt.
Oh, Joshua. Pruitt, was it worth it? Yeah, was it worth it?
No, I'm wrong. It's not Joshua Pruitt. All right, Joshua Pruitt got 50. Mark Ponder. Thank you,
Mark Ponder. Okay, Mark Ponder. What do you got?
Black
63.
man.
You got 5 years. Damn, what?
Yeah.
For swinging on the
Mark
police.
Ponder.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into the racism that exists within that as well. Like, but but when we fighting for, you know what's messed up? When you're fighting for sentencing equality in the prison system, it still applies to people like Mark. You know
He
what I
got
mean?
he got 63 months.
He
He got
got
the most.
he got 5 years. He got the most out of everybody. And the guy he attacked didn't die.
Right. And we have images of the one that that killed.
Yeah, that mob, all of them should be getting life because what they already do in most states now. You know what they already do in most states. If I'm with you and you murdered, then we murdered,
Right.
and we both carried a body. So I think that's I don't know. That's the part of it that I think is so interesting is that when you talk about the white power structure, is that it's not always just white people that exist within that structure.
Well, it's a power structure. So we saw a man get up in Congress to say he doubled the number of Republicans, black Republicans, and they were cheering him. We had a black man that was nominated, and then he's not nominated anymore. And we see the white man cup his head, the back of his head. Good boy, good boy. We saw that. There's an image of his head being cupped by his white overseer, and it's amazing that people will put themselves in that position for a modicum of power. You're not even gonna get the real power that you will allow yourself, and the fact that they've not nominated one woman out of the 220 something votes that they have, not one woman was nominated. Y'all could have thrown one woman. Boebert, she should get a bone. I mean, y'all been giving her bones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm not saying? I'm saying some things. Thank you, Ms. I'm here all day. Yes. Hi.
The thing that really is unfortunate about the House Speaker vote, though, is also that government is not happening right now. Like all the things that you voted for these people to go and do for you, they can't even do because they got all this infighting going on right now. I tell you what, I didn't learn more about government in the last 8 years than I ever learned in college or in high school or in middle school. Because they keep coming up with, oh yeah, the House, this the first time the vote that went this long since 18 foot. And anytime you start talking about the government back when people was wearing wigs and had wooden teeth, I'm like, all right, man, we still should not be operating like this.
But here we are. I think this is I think America as a nation, as a superpower is done. And this is just an example of it where the mediocre, poor relations, the people who would never be in a position to hold the government hostage have a microphone. And you can even tell when they get up to nominate the difference in intellect by the people who nominate Hakeem Jeffries. They're bilingual. Some of them, I mean, it's this eloquence. These motherfuckers evoking Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass. They come in with Martin Luther King. They're making no sense. Wuhan was in the last nomination. They brought in China for no reason. China's like, why am I in it? And talking about impeaching this president. I mean, and it would be hilarious if it wasn't these people actually making our laws. Like, these are the people making our laws.
Well, first off, Karen, I hate to correct you, okay, but they're not people. They identify as the Patriot 20. Is it the Patriot 20 or the Freedom 20?
That's their pronoun?
Yeah, that's their name now.
20,
we are the 20 people upholding the MAGA agenda and doing exactly what the Republican Party said they would do for you. And it's like, all y'all doing is holding up stuff.